Greetings, humanoids of the internet. My name is Bob, and this is episode 19 of Journey into Space. Now, we've got a bit of a sticky wicket, as they say in England, a bit of a problem, which is that we've got to figure out how to stop somewhat in Jool's influence, but not too close. We have to stop flying past Jool. In other words, we can't just keep on flying out into deep space, but we do have to not get stuck in the great big fly trap, which is Jool's gravity well. And so, stop screaming, dude. Seriously, stop it. You've been screaming for millions of miles. Stop it. So we have to figure out how we're going to get close enough to Jool to stop flying into interstellar space, and not so close that we're stuck in a big sticky fly trap of Jool's gravity well. So right now we are aiming for a encounter with Vol. Now perhaps we should go further out. Perhaps we should encounter with Tylo. The advantage of Vol over Tylo would be Vol itself doesn't have as much gravity, and so it's not going to be quite as difficult to get away from. The disadvantage is it's not quite as far out as Tylo is. I'm hoping it's going to be far enough out to where I can escape from Jool's gravity without too much difficulty. Because when you get close into Jool, it takes you a ton of fuel to do anything. Now we've also got I think last time we had an encounter with Tylo on this trajectory, which has the advantage of being closer to where BeBop is. But it also has quite a lot of gravity in its own right. There is a third possibility, which is that we simply don't try to encounter any of these, just simply try to break into orbit at a very distant orbit, sort of out in space. I don't know which of these alternatives is right. I had initially started out thinking I was going to do a Tylo encounter here to get into orbit around, to help me get into orbit around Jool. I may go with Vol here because Vol itself has less gravity, and so it's going to be easier for me to pull away from it. But as far as which of these is right, I don't have a freaking clue. I don't know. So we'll try this and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we'll try something else. Okay, KSP tricked us. It's fault. I blame it totally. When we were coming in, it said we were going to have an encounter with Vol. Well, who do we in fact have an encounter with? We have an encounter with Laythe, which normally I would say that's just much too far into Jool's gravity well. But Laythe has an atmosphere. If I can only partially aerobrake in Laythe's atmosphere, leave Laythe's atmosphere still on a escape trajectory, but slow down a bit. Then when I get out to about the orbit of Vol or Tylo, I can finish rounding off the orbit, and that will allow me to get into orbit with a hopefully reasonably lessened amount of fuel expense. So we're going to try this. It might not work, but that's sort of the thing is, we got to try try some risky maneuvers here to try to get to Bop, which is unfortunately a fairly difficult target to get to. To get to Bop with the least possible expense of fuel. So we're going to try this, see how it goes. Okay, here is our carefully considered and thought out plan, which I just sort of made up on the spur of the moment, which is we're going to get a partial aerobraking at Laythe. That will slow us down, not enough to stay in orbit around Laythe, but enough to slow down our velocity. And that looks like it would just send me right into the Jool, but whatever. We're going to try to get a slowdown here, and also a change of inclination to get us closer to being. Well, I don't know how that's working. Maybe it won't work. I don't know. Well, in any case, we will try to get a partial slowdown, and then we're going to continue on past Jool out somewhere around here, and then start doing the rest of our braking to get into orbit. So that may not work. I may have just screwed it all up. We will see. Okay, we're getting set up for our partial aerobraking into Laythe. Now here is our plan. Now we're going to break in Laythe's atmosphere, not enough to stay in orbit, but enough to slow us down a bit. And then once we get out here, out around Vol and thereabouts, we will do the rest of our braking. Now I had set it up to with the inclination to try to help me out as far as encountering Bop. I realized I screwed that up, and so I had to reload the quick save again. But now we should be heading in the right direction. Hopefully, maybe, could be. Okay, I don't have a clue. I don't know. And you know what? Let's not think about that. Let's look at this cool picture of Laythe, which is worth the trip in and of itself. Check that shit out, man. Do a little time compression. Ooh, nice. Make sure we're not going to smack into the planet. Okay, that's where we want to be. Now it looks like it's going to send us on a trajectory to splat right into Jool, which would be uncool. But it would be a new experience. It's not something we've done before. But hopefully that won't happen. Ooh, cool. Don't think about what I'm saying. Don't think about... In fact, I'm about to send this thing nose first into Jool. Let's think about this pretty picture. See? This pretty picture is worth the trip in and of itself. Yeah, even if we never get to Mop, even if these Kerbals die horrible deaths. Ooh, okay. Wait. Cool. Even if these Kerbals die horrible deaths, it's all been worth it because we got some cool screenshots. Okay. Let's get this train of death rolling here. Where am I at? Not close enough. Check that shit out, man. That's worth the trip right there. I say to myself, realizing I'll never get to Bop. Realizing I'll never get to Bop, I say, ooh, cool, look at that. That's worth it. That's worth the trip right there. Yeah. That's worth sending these poor Kerbals out to die in the vastness of space. Just for this. Just for that very cool screenshot. Check that shit out, man. Is that not worth a few Kerbal lives? Okay. Back to business. Okay, 98. Taking a look at our atmosphere meter, see what we got here. And one thing we got was we're flying in here backwards. They're kind of catty corners. Okay. Alright, here we go. Look at that shit. Okay, atmosphere. We are in atmosphere. What the hell is that thing? Oh, an island, I guess. It's like all of a sudden this big old glowing bump. Okay, 41, 40. This may or may not be doing to our orbit. I don't know how successful that was. But I got some awesome screenshots. Alright, well it's really throwing me out on a whack trajectory now. Which might be, as far as getting to bop, about the right thing. About the right thing to do. So okay. Are we out of the atmosphere yet? Yep. Okay, well, I don't know how much it slowed us down, but it gave us a hell of an inclination change. Let's warp up a little bit. What? Okay, goodbye, Laythe. Whoa. Okay, well, it did trap us into Jool's orbit. It was a success in that respect. I need to, when I get here to the periapsis, I need to change this to be a more upwards inclination. That's a big gap there. Oh, whoops. Slow down. Okay, that's a funky angle. We're looking for uh 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 okay, north probably can't do anything about the other angle of our shit here. Yeah, we can pull this up north, but this funky angle right here we probably can't change until we get over here. So we'll just satisfy ourselves with getting this part of it a bit more northerly, if that's going to work at all. Or you know what? Screw that. We'll jack with all that when we're further out of Jool's gravity, because wasted energy in Jool's gravity well is just like just throwing money down a hole. So we shall make alterations once we are further out. And as it looks like we've got plenty of time to make all those alterations, because Bop is on the other side of the arena here. Okay, so oh, are you locking up? What's going on? Oh, I'm so time compressed. Stop. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I screwed up. That's wrong. Oopsies. I had it right to begin with. I'll at least be able to connect up part of my orbit with that of BOP, and then we'll have to work on the other side a bit. We'll have to work on a few things. Yeah, they call me a glutton for punishment because I'm, you know, this is about the most difficult, most painful encounter that you can do. I mean, aside from Moho, I hear Moho's a real bitch, but you know, BOP ain't no picnic, and so instead of doing something funny and stupid, I am doing one of the hardest things you can do. That's real smart of me. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's time compress some more. Something where the prospects for failure are very large, because that's how we roll. Okay, I'm going to take a stab at increasing the periapsis here, just because I don't like being so close to Jool there. But it may wind up that we're moving it so slowly that I'll blow it off. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, screw that. Let's see. I need to bring this whole thing up. And unfortunately, probably the only place where I can do that is over there. Damn it. Okay, well, let's do a little more time compression. Yeah, damn it. Time compression failure. All right, how am I doing for gas? Doing good. Okay, I'm gonna try to push this my apoapsis up. Am I doing the right thing here? I'll be damned if I know. It's moving, I just can't tell which direction it's moving in. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we have an encounter with BOP. I'll be goddamned. Pardon my French. I'll be goddamned. We have an encounter with BOP. Okay. I'm not even going to try to screw with that. Matter of fact, first thing I'm going to do is quick save. Now I'm going to go have a wet towel and a cigarette and think about this for a minute before we do anything stupid. Oh, man. Jeez. Okay, looks like we made it. Okay, I'm going to take a short break. Go towel off, and, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, well now I've dunked my head in some cold water and I'm ready for to go to BOP. Let's go to BOP. Woo! All right. I seriously, honestly, to be dead honest with you guys, I didn't think we were going to do it. I thought we were going to fail. I thought this whole episode was going to be me not going to bop, as the name of the episode suggests, no bop. But we are apparently going to bop. I'm not even going to touch this this rendezvous until we get to well, maybe I should do it now. All right. What the fuck? What happened? I just heard something bang. Oh, you're shitting me. You're shitting me. Fuck. The babies of the Space Kraken. Ah, damn you, babies. Damn you. Oh. Oh. What the hell? Oh, shit. Okay, well, hopefully we had a quick save sometime after we had our rendezvous with, we had set up with a rendezvous with Bop. So, god damn it. Damn you, babies. Damn you. Space Krakens. Damn you. Damn you to hell. Damn you to hell, babies. Damn you. Okay, let's hope we have a quick save that we saved before this happened, but after we got the encounter with Bob. How about that? Let's try it. Oh, you're shitting. Okay. I thought we were just still just after our aerobraking. Okay, we got the encounter with Bob. Okay, it's locked in. Okay. Before I do anything else, before I do a damn thing else, I'm going to go back up my quick save. So hold on. Goddamn babies of the Space Kraken. Okay. Now let's think about how we should best, assuming the babies will let us, how we should best bring our periapsis in. Let's see. I'm thinking I should get over here, about where we had the accident last time, and damn. Fuck you, babies of the Space Kraken. God damn it. And now if this was a planet, if this was our orbit around planet, I was trying to adjust, I probably would do the change there. So let's go ahead and plan on that. Frackin' Space Kraken babies. Oh. Don't do it again, okay? Look, you already chewed on my engines. Now, if you're going to chew on some engines, at least chew on opposite pairs of engines, you know? So that way at least I can still save the mission. Instead of chewing on both of them on one side. Damn babies. Damn you babies. Why you have to be so mean? Babies of the Space Kraken.
We love you, Bob. We love you, Bob. We love you, Bob. We love you, Bob.
This ship isn't all that complicated. I mean, generally speaking, Kraken attacks happen to extra complicated ships. This isn't all that complicated at this point. Okay, how are we? Still intact. No babies nibbling on my engines. No babies nibbling on my engines. They are radioactive thrust machines. They are not teething toys. Okay? Okay. We're going to try to gently, because I'm not that sure of my facts. We're going to try to gently thrust north. That sounds suggestive somehow. I'm going to gently thrust at your periapsis. Tugging at your ecliptic plane with my teeth. Okay. Alright, that's the right direction. It's not a very big moon. I figure we get down to 50,000. You know, now we're reaching the point of diminishing returns, I think. As far as... Okay, at this point, I think we should... I think we should thrust forward. Prograde. That's kind of suggestive, too. I thrust eagerly at your prograde. Okay, it's been too long. I need to shut up. Okay. All right, this may be the wrong direction. We just give it a little tug of thrust. That's the wrong direction. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we didn't have to waste a whole lot of fuel to find that out. That's good. And we still have some of our top tank left, so that means that although I'm not going to be in any kind of rush to get these boys off of BoP, this may be another of those 11-year missions to another planet. But when the time comes when I desire to get these guys off here, I think we may have enough gas in the tanks to get home without having to mount a rescue mission. We shall see. A little... Yep. Well, I'm thinking actually 25. I mean, BoP is not even as big as Minmus, I don't think. And Minmus, my standard orbit around Minmus would be about 25 kilometers. So let's go ahead and bring it down a little bit more. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are going to BoP. If the babies will allow us. Let's see. I wonder if I should quick save now. No signs of nibbles. No parts rolling loose when I try to maneuver. Nope. Okay, well I got to back up anyway, so let's just go ahead and quick save. And let's go to BoP. This encounter was extremely fortuitous because I was not expecting to be able to get an encounter with it quite so soon. But we lucked out. That aerobraking at Laythe was actually a pretty good idea. So I may have to put that in my toolkit for whenever I'm trying to go to other bodies like that. Well, actually, there's not that many. I wouldn't go to Tylo again. It's too heavy. Might go to Vol sometime, and in that event, I would. In that event, I might consider using that aerobraking technique again, because it worked pretty well. It braked me enough, but not so much I was stuck forever in close proximity to Jool. And I did that aerobraking just for my own future reference, I want to say. I did aerobraking at about 35,000 meters. So if I ever need to do that again, or if I ever go back to BoP again or something, I will have a record of what altitude I was actually aiming for when I did that. And in fact, you may want to try this, a similar technique, and then you will know that 3,500 meters is a pretty decent altitude for that kind of maneuver. And there it is. The moon itself, Bop. No babies gnawing at me yet? Good. Not even going all that fast. I don't know why they attacked at that particular moment. Guess they figured they'd take a nibble while they could. Freaking babies. Okay, this is pretty exciting here. I've never been to Bop before. Haven't even seen all that many videos of other people going to Bop before. And there's some out there, I'm sure, but I just haven't seen it. And a lot of people use MechJeb, which, although I'm going to have to install it for an effect I'm doing on my Halloween special, normally speaking, I would say that MechJeb is for pussies, but in fact, I have to install it myself for this particular effect that I'm doing on the Halloween special. But normally, I would never put that on my rocket because it's for pussies. No offense. No, I mean there's actually some good things about MechJeb. For instance, if you want real surface information, like the real how far it is to the real surface, MechJeb's pretty good for that. That's one very useful thing that MechJeb will do. Of course, you could argue that probably that should be a feature of the actual game. But as far as using MechJeb to get me to orbit or to get a rendezvous with a planet, that's what's the point of that? You know, why don't you just leave it all to the machines? You know, you're not what part of it are you actually doing? You know. But anyway, different strokes for different folks. Don't mean to offend the MechJeb fans out there, but I don't use it normally. I wouldn't use it except for this. I have this one effect I want to do for an upcoming video, and for which I need MechJeb. Actually, I probably don't even need MechJeb for it. I just want to use MechJeb for it. So, and it is kind of cool if you want to, like if you want to have like an autonomous lander or something, you don't want to have to launch a separate vehicle and figure out how you're going to dock it, which right now is not too easy. But I don't know if there's any docking mods or docking clamps that work. With MechJeb, you can actually put a MechJeb on, let's say, a lander part and launch it with the main rocket, and then have it function autonomously. So there are some good things about it. But as far as using it to get to the planets or the moons or stuff, I wouldn't do that. That takes all the fun, all the explosions and death out of it. Actually, no, it doesn't take the explosions and death out of it. It takes the fun out of it. But you still get the same explosions and death if you have a bad rocket or something. Okay, come on. I want to get kind of close to the periapsis before I start doing the burn because the gravity here is not too high. So I don't want to start too early, and I do want to get into orbit rather than just simply go for a straight descent. So I want to kind of take a look at it first. I'm not braking too fast, am I? See how much I can crank this up without screwing up my engines. Okay, well I should have started that burn sooner. That's not moving at all as far as I can tell. Alright, I guess we got to start that a lot sooner. Okay. Yeah, pretty much as soon as we get on this track here, we're going to start braking. Okay, when we get down to about 10,000 meters, we probably ought to stop until we reach periapsis. If I don't get this this thing down here for too long, I'm not going to be able to stay in orbit. Whoa! I will say when that happens. Just all of a sudden decides to stop giving me the engine sound. Okay, here we go. Actually, you look at it that way, it looks pretty close. I better get closer and see what it looks like, because it looks like right now my periapsis is passing right through this big old mountain. Now sometimes there can be some optical illusions going on there. Something looks like it's sticking out, but it's not really. And when you get close enough, you'll be able to tell that yes, that's not the actual real surface. Of course, coming in like this, if it is the actual real surface, I'm pretty much just screwed to pooch. Ah, shit. Still looks like I'm piercing the surface. Of course, it would have to be that big-ass mountain in the way. You know? That's just great. That's just super. That's what I always wanted, yeah. Okay, let me take a look at the windows here. Yep, in fact, it looks like we're going to go right through that mountain. Or actually, we won't be going right through the mountain. We'll be splatting, into the mountain. So perhaps we should alter that so that we don't go splatting into the mountain. Might be good. Might be a wise idea. Okay, boys, I think we're fucked. I think we screwed the pooch. I do indeed believe that we screwed the puppy. We're going right through that mountain. Yes, we are. Might help if I turn the thrust up a little bit. Could help save their lives. Just a thought. Could help save their lives just a little bit. Okay, now it shows me as being outside of that mountain. But it's going to be a toe scraper. We're going to get to see the surface of BeBop. Well, unfortunately it's nighttime, damn it. I was about to say we're going to see the surface of BeBop right close up. We'll get a little more distance. Okay. Now it shows me as being clear. We shall see. Yeah, we shall see. It looks like we're heading right towards that mountain, and we're going to splat into it. Trust the instruments or trust my gut? I've got to trust my gut. We're heading into the surface. Alright. Well, we're going to get a look at the night side of BeBop here pretty close up and personal. There's got a nice textures going on there. Hello, mountain. What you know? I come to watch your bop flowers grow. Please don't take a chunk from me. Alright, we're gonna make it. Get turned around prograde. Retrograde. Damn it. Oh, locking up. That's good. Engines aren't melting yet. Let's see if we can push it up all the way. At least one more notch. Come on. Come on. Well, this set of engines seems to be doing pretty good as far as the melting down part goes. I guess they're spaced far enough. Alright. Here we go. We're going to have orbit. Yeah, we'll go out to 30,000 meters because this is a very bumpy moon. And I don't want to hit any of the bumps. If I can help it. Alright, well, we'll have to adjust it once we're further on. Let's warp up to the apoapsis. Okay, BOP orbit. Yeah, if I can find prograde. Okay, take a look. Any parts damaged? Any babies of the Space Kraken have been chewing on me? My RCS is out. Okay. F5. Add RCS gas. That's okay. I'm doing pretty good on the SAS, I think. Okay. I'll pop up periapsis out to about 30,000. Okay. Boys, you're about to be the first Kerbals on BOP. Let's do a little sightseeing while we're here at close range. I'm about to say I was going to look for artifacts, but I realized that on BOP, jetpack fuel goes a long way. So I can probably explore this whole freaking moon just on jetpack fuel from, you know, Probably could orbit the entire moon and come back to the ship on jetpacks without having to needing to refuel. So I probably won't spend a lot of time doing recon first. Because these guys can recon pretty good on jetpack. All right. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they could just walk out and jetpack to the surface. Okay, that is a pretty darn cool landscape. I don't know whether Bop is infected with the same problems that Gilly has. I know that it hasn't been reported, as far as I know, that it has the same problems. Um, but we may still want to try to land in a low-lying area. That's a pretty large mountain right there, relative to the rest of it. Okay, let's see. I wonder where we should land. I think we should land right around here because that's just starting to be in the sunshine. That'll give us give me a few give me a little time to do some explorations probably on my own. I don't know. I'm probably not going to record it, but or at least not unless there's something interesting happens. If something interesting happens, will record it. But it'll give me some time, some daylight to burn uh, as I am exploring Bop. Okay. Examine the ship. See if there's any babies of the Space Kraken around. Nope. Let me back up a quick save, right quick. Okay, backed up. No visual evidence or artifacts as of yet. Let's put down my gear. Or put up my gear, as the case may be. Now they're getting ready to land this thing. Yeah, it looks like a fairly flat spot. I mean, as far as any part of Bop is a flat spot, that looks like a flat spot. Well, actually, no, not there. Right about. Uh-oh, lock it up, lock it up. Okay. Right about there in that sort of valley area should be suitable. It's time. Decompress. All right, let me think about this. That's kind of flattish. Don't want to get too far into the sunlit side, though. Get about as close to the Terminator here as I can. It looks about as flat as it can get. I guess I'm not going to be landing in a valley, but I'm not landing on the tops of the mountains either. Might actually aim for this area. That's close to the Terminator. Looks a little bit lumpy, but it's going to be lumpy no matter what I do. It's just lumpy, period. Alrighty. Okay. Let's do a little time compression. This is going to take a while. Okay, it's gone back to time compression 1. I gotta be very careful doing braking because it's very easy to bounce back up and or to prolong my stay above the surface. Alright, I'm going to sit and wait for a second. Yeah, it's a good thing I've got so many landing legs in this thing. I got a feeling I'm going to need them. God damn it. Damn you, babies. Damn you. Space Krakens. Damn you.